and your age, everything is just beyond your certificate. It's beyond the certificate. We'll pick some of it certificate, and we'll pick some of it that is not a function of your certificate. And like I said, I will be making myself a testimony and a practical illustration of all that I will be saying today. You are fortunate. I am not going to be talking to you in theoretical terms. I will be talking to you practically. And I mean it practically. And by the end, I pray the Almighty God will use me to transform somebody's life. Before we start, I would like us to just go on our lane for some minutes to appreciate the King of Kings and have a brief prayer. If your lane is still not paining you yet, please go on your and let's just have a 1 minute opening prayer. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for everything you have done in our life. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for everything you have done. We are grateful. Lord, we are grateful. Oh Lord, for you have done for you. Hallelujah, we are grateful. Oh Lord. New day. You give us the enablement to witness. You gave us the chance to be among and we experience the change today. For glory in the name of Jesus. We commit everything into your hand. Use me to make transformation happen in the life of your children in the name of Jesus. And at the end of it, let me be a partaker of the blessings that would flow in Jesus' name. This is seriously distracting, and if it happens again, I will drop the mic and come and stay with you. Because part of my presentation says there is no limitation as far as I am concerned. So the mic will not limit us this morning. I can understand the mic has done so many work and things like this is bound to happen. So don't see it like a challenge. We are not going to be limited. My first slide here says the objective of today's gathering. At the end of today's gathering, what are you expected to go home with? 1, you will know that the next phase of your life is not as easy as this phase. At the end of my presentation, you would have an understanding phase of your life is not as easy as this phase you have. Secondly, at the end of my discussion with you today, you will be well prepared ahead of all the challenges that you would face. Finally, you will be a solution to this generation. Now, I need to let you understand this. The next phase of your life is going to be more demanding. The next phase of your life is going to be more challenging. And the next phase of your life is going to be more confusing. And somebody is wondering, why am I making things difficult? I like starting things from the hard part, so that when we hand it in a soft way. Probably today, some of you have brothers, uncles, father, mother, and all the likes that send some transfers to you, 5,000, 2,000, 3,000. I am very sure by the time they all know that you are a graduate, they will reduce the allowance. Yes or no? Ma? They've even stopped already. Imagine that. Don't worry. It is to challenge you. Secondly, it's going to be demanding. Because some of you will start thinking that now that I'm a graduate, I should start looking for work. Now that I'm a graduate, your parents will even be looking to you give back as part of reward for their investment. So a lot of people will be demanding from you. Your brothers will be feeling like, my sister is going for NYSC now. She's now earning salary. So she can be giving me some stipend or pocket money as well. Is that not demanding? And it will be confusing somehow. Some of you presently, you will be going through dilemmas. Like when I will be done with my presentation, and I will be talking to some of you, I will be saying, you may not even work with your certificate. That you may even end up being a businessman like me. I may be talking to some of you and be saying, you have the best certificate when you graduated, but it's not necessary you use it to work. So you will be getting confused. Some of you, I will be telling you that even if you get a good job, that job may not provide you the best life that you desire for yourself. So you will still be wondering, why is this man confusing me? That is the next phase of your life. But I'm giving you an assurance. If you are determined, if you are focused, and if you are ready, you would overcome. And that is why we are here to talk it out. A lot of people will have been coming to do motivational speaking to you, inspirational speaking to you, and spiritual praying for you. And you will be wondering, what else will this man say? I won't say anything than just to charge you as if I'm charging a power bank. And at the end of my presentation, you will become a power bank to your future. Because you will not run out of power in Jesus' name. That is the first thing. It's going to be what? Demanding. It's going to be what? Challenging. And it's going to be, please, let's make it interactive. Demanding, challenging, and confusing. Part of the confusion is even some of you, maybe you have 3 or 4 fiancés now. And people, your parents will be saying, now that you have graduated, you have to pick one. No, is that not part of confusion? In fact, it will even be worse if the 3 of them are very nice. That you are now looking at which one to pick. I pray heaven will help you in Jesus' name. But against all of these odds, be prepared. That's my second slide. Be prepared. And getting you prepared is why I am here today. Be prepared ahead of all of the challenges, all of the demands, and all of the confusions. Be prepared. First illustration that I will give to you this morning. As I'm standing in front of you, I had my first degree, BSc Finance. I have my second degree, Master's Finance. I graduated from the University of Ilorin as the best student in my department. I was a scholar for 4 years from 100 level to 400 level. But I had never worked with that certificate for one day. Confused. Isn't it? confusing, demanding, and challenging. At the time while I was in school, my colleague, then they call us scholars during the time of Oloyede. I don't know if any University of Lawrence student is here. If you are here, better by far. Let's see your hand. Better by far. Don't be jealous. You are also better. But it may not be by far. Then we ought to, all of us that are scholars. Scholars are those people that lead the department in all the levels. So we used to, when they are having convocations every year, we have to put on the gown and follow Oloyede, that's the VC then, to convocation ground. So people call us scholars. So in my department, even up to today, some of my colleague mates still call me scholar. And the implication is, as soon as I'm done with my NYSC, I can come back and start lecturing as an assistant lecturer with any of the lecturers that I just feel like. So it's like an automatic employment. But I had always been having that kind of a mindset to be free financially, to be free in terms of my timing, and to be free in terms of my decision. So I faced a lot of confusion, which some of you here today is facing. But I know God that enabled me to make choices. Not that I didn't do salary job before I started business, but I never applied for any of those salary jobs. And that is what I'm saying. Never beg to apply. Let them beg you to work. Take note of that. I'm not saying don't work with your certificate, but don't have that mindset that you are preparing to beg to apply. Let them beg you to work for them. I was begged to work in the first financial institutions where I started in 2007, even before I had my final examination. After then, I was begged not to even leave while I was at the peak of saying, I need to go and start something. After then, I was begged to also work in a software development company because there are opportunities for me. After then, I was even begged to come and consult for the government. But today, I don't think I can be begged again, because already over 40 people have begged me, working with me, and more are still begging. I don't know if I'm getting it right. Please, your mindset must change today. And there is one thing that will be confusing some of you. It is because he is a scholar. It is because probably he is brilliant. It is because probably he had a good presentation skill. What of me that has passed? In fact, you are better than me. So talk to your neighbor, you are better. I am better than you. If that person is not talking, then probably the person is not even sure if you will have passed. So tell the person, I am better than you. Even if you know that that person has distinction and you have passed, tell him, I am better than you. Let me throw this to you. At the end of this session where you are now, some of you will find it very difficult to get a white collar job. Am I right? But I used to wonder, why did they even define it as a white collar? Is it because I'm putting on blue and the collar now is white? So that means all of you here, if your collar is not white, you don't have a job. Is that true? But I know there are reasons. You know, white now, if you wear it one day, maybe it will stain. You may not want to wear the collar again and wash it. So maybe it's the kind of job that is clean, white. I don't know. But you all know within yourself that you are entering another competition to get that white collar job. And we are all aware that the white collar job, they are not available. But if there is no white collar job, have you heard about a blue chip company? Graduates, Have you heard about blue chip company as a word? You haven't. If they said the company is a blue chip company, blue and CHIP, you've not heard it? Any business administration student, entrepreneurship student, accounting student, otherwise, I will tell that person to see me after class. I will just call your VC or your rector that they should give me your certificate before they present it. Blue chip. Okay. Dangote is like a blue chip company. PZ, multinationals, companies that have arrived. They are blue chip company. So I kept telling people, if you are seeking for a white collar job, I am building a blue chip company. Am I challenging you? And you could remember when Dangote was seeking for employment, he gave out an employment opportunity and people were throwing in their application for truck driver. You knew what happened then, if some of you are aware. What happened? Qualifications that were coming in for job drivers, truck drivers, were master degree holders. A lot of them were about 60 to 50% of them are master degree holder. And at times I was reading, in fact, when Forbes just released his recent wealth, and they said the richest black man on the earth. And I was reading through his profile. You can go to Forbes.com to read it. And I was just struggling to see where they will be bastardizing me with MSc, BSc, PhD, HIV, whatever. But they never bothered to write any of such. All they said is what? A self-made billionaire. And they said multi-currency billionaire. And when they said we are multi-currency billionaire, what it means is that any money you have in your account, divide it by any currency in this world, it will be in billion. Am I communicating to somebody? That is, if today you said you have 100 billion naira in your account, and you are bragging around and you said you are a billionaire, they now carry 365 to divide 100 billion. It will not be $1 billion. If they want to now push you further, they now divide it with 450 for pounds. You will not be 1 billion pounds rich. If they want to do you and they use euro, you are in trouble. But divide Dangote's money with any currency in this world, he is a billionaire. Mind you, I have somebody in Ilorin here that can tell me, that even told me categorically that divide my currency, my wealth with any currency in the world, I am a billionaire. Who is the next person? You know I will be there before you anyway. If you believe, say it back to me. Me, I will be there before you. And maybe we'll be there together. And let's go then. Let's go. So what am I trying to let you know? It is not the salary that would get you there. It is not. But you need the salary to start from somewhere. I won't come here to be deceiving you. It's not as easy. Some people will tell you, resign, start entrepreneurship, go and leave that job. They are just using your head. If you don't serve somebody, nobody will serve you. But when you are serving somebody, there is entrepreneurship, there is intrapreneurship. All the time that I was serving people, I was serving them not as an employee, I was serving them as an intrapreneur. An intrapreneur is somebody that owns a business that doesn't belong to him. I work for people as if it's my work. I don't have closing time. I don't have resumption time. I do all the jobs in different departments. I remember when I was working in the bank, I am a teller, I am an head of operation, I am a customer service officer, not because I want to be workaholic, because if I own that business, I need to know everything. Am I communicating to us? Start something. But have the belief that that thing that you are starting belongs to you. It could be a job that you just got. Maybe some of you has even received a lot of employment. Don't now call the person and say, bros, I just got a motivational talk now. That employment, I don't need it again. Please don't make that mistake. But you can take up an employment today and start your home business tomorrow. And you don't leave that employment. Today, all of my managers in different departments, all of my employees in different departments, none of them can categorically tell me that they have job experience than I do. But I told you something. Age, grace, and grade. By my age, I am not qualified. Because I have a lot of people that are even older than me that I pay their salary. By my grade, I seem to be qualified. But I'm not supposed to even be owning a business with a scholarship degree. I was supposed to be working in maybe NNPC, EFCC, ICPC, and any of the C's. I hope you understand what I'm saying. But all of the things that I'm enjoying in today is grade, is grace. And I want us to just tap into that. Somebody here today, you would just have to look out for grace that is above your grade and is above your age. If you get that, forget other things. Okay. Slide 6. The last slide I said, be prepared. And for you to be prepared, prepare your mind. Be determined. Know that this is what I want for myself. I told somebody, I said before age 30, I must be so. Before age 35, I must be so. By age 40, I must be so. And I told someone, I said, by 30, I must be married. And I made sure when it was 29.9, this IV came out. And you know what it means by 29.9? About 30. But I made sure that I said I do before 30. And after that, I said, now my salary, mind you, I got married the 11th month of my NYSC. That is about to finish NYSC. I only have 1 month to go. So no job assurance. I was posted to Niger State. Just like I told you, my bank where I was working had to write Niger that they should bring me back to Kwara. So I was relatively not serving. I was serving and working and doing all of that together. But when I got married, I said, with 25,000 naira salary, and you said you want to get married before 30, and you decided and you went further to get married, additional responsibility. I now added another responsibility. I said, before the marriage is 1 year, I must have a car. I must have a car because this woman, I expect that she would have a baby. Abi omolere igbeyawo. I'm talking to you as a youth, and that is why I'm breaking it into pieces. So I have to. The marriage was August 10. My birthday is July 7. So I told my wife, my birthday is July 7. Your own is July 9. We will get the car maybe by July 9. If not July 7, we will get it by July 9. So that by then, I will have been a perfect driver before August 10. Lo and behold, the car didn't come July 7. It didn't come July 9. But because of determination, I used 80,000 naira to buy a car of 800,000. And the car came July 27. But I was driving the car without plate number. Because the condition that I was given by the dealer is that I must not put plate number until I pay the last installment. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I put plate number on the car exactly December 5. But am I talking to somebody? When you are prepared, when you are determined, you will work towards achieving that vision no matter your present situation. Some of us limit our vision because we felt we are in a small mission. My mom, civil servant, retired, pension 15,000. My dad, civil servant, retired, pension 25,000. 25 plus 15, 40,000. You now said I should be thinking of driving a car. Even when my dad didn't start driving car when he was 40. And you are now thinking of driving a car by 30. Limiting your vision because of a small mission. You need to open a new page and rewrite your vision. And put your vision in every 10 years milestones. If you are 30 now, what will you be in 40? If you are 40 then, what will you be in 50? Put yourself in that position. If you say you must be billionaire before 40, you will be billionaire. Even the Bible declared it. It said what you want, say it. And it even says you should open your hand wide, not small. Am I communicating to somebody? So if you want to collect something from him and I do like this, if he's to give me gari, for example, and I know he's having a bag of gari with him and I do like this, you know what he will do. He will also do like this. But if I'm to collect gari from his hand and I do like this, he know what I want. So he will use a big bowl. Your vision must be bigger than you. Talk to somebody. I have a big vision. Even if you don't have, tell him I will rewrite my vision. So after you are prepared, rewriting your vision is preparing yourself. You must be willing to be a solution. All of these points I'm giving you is to prepare you ahead, because by the time we will be done, by the time I will be concluding, you will be surprised at what will happen to your certificate. You will be surprised. I have a mentee that I'm mentoring. He has got 3 awards. And I told him, bros, congratulations. That certificate, what do you want to do with it? He's also a Unilorin student. He said, bros, we'll apply now. Do like that. Okay. Use that certificate to apply for a loan. And he got 1.5 million naira from Bank of Industry while he was serving. I don't know if you are getting it. So use it to apply. But I told him, go and use it to apply for a loan. If you don't understand, I will explain. If you want to, is there a question and answer session? Take note of your question so that you won't be distracted. I can see somebody is saying, so you can use certificate to apply for loan. Very possible. Take notes, I will explain better. So when you are going to serve, don't go and serve with one eye closed and say, this state they even took me to, I don't like it. This NYSC thing self is wasting of time. There are opportunities inside NYSC that a lot of people are missing. A lot of people are missing it. In fact, there was an award I wanted to win during NYSC. Unfortunately, I couldn't win it. They said when copper marry copper, they will give us money. But when the IV came, it was supposed to take 3 months to process that money. But you know, it was a month to end, so I couldn't get it. Me, I want to get that money now. I'm not saying you should go and marry by force. But what I'm trying to let you know that there are opportunities within the process of serving. Bank of Industry have a graduate and employment fund that they are giving to any copper that has a business idea, and all you need as a collateral for the loan is your BSc certificate. To hell with that certificate. Take your certificate, give me 1.5 million today. That same guy won the Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Award with $5,000. And he was only able to win the Tony Elumelu grant. Mind you, the $5,000 is not a grant. Just because he has started a small business, which he now used as a milestone, as a yardstick to apply for the Tony Elumelu grant. As I'm standing in front of you, as small as I am, we have won the Federal Government Youth Enterprise with Innovation Award. You win. Not a small money. We have won the Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Grant 2015 edition. No be small money. I have won the Young African Leaders Initiative Award of Obama. No be small thing. I have won 2 scholarships in December and November, Lagos Business School, that I'm supposed to pay 3 million to go and do, and they gave it to me free of charge. Be prepared. So if I'm done today, I'm just interested in maybe 1 or 2, and that person would be a testimony for today's gathering. But if everybody is ready, why not? Let's go. Because I have a vision to raise 1,000 millionaires in between now and 2022, and I've just been able to raise 4. So you guys can come on board. I'm just able to raise 4. I raised that guy 2017. I raised my wife 2018 because she also won Tony Elumelu last year. I raised another mentee this year, 2019. So you can join board. If you are not interested in becoming a millionaire, don't come. Please. Please, so. Billionaire, because he is already a millionaire. So don't give him million. He won't see you as being helped. Okay, you are welcome to the Millionaire Club. So now you must be a solution after you are prepared. And can there be solution without problem? Answer now. Everybody wants to be a solution, and all of us doesn't like problem. You like problem? If you like problem, you are my friend. Because I am here today because of my mindset to solving problems. And I will give you illustrations. The first problem that I solved that won me the You Win grant. Grant, underline. You can go and use dictionary after this discussion. Grant is not a loan. Grant is the money you get and you don't pay back. So I got the grant because myself and my wife had a problem at home. And the problem I have with my wife is when she had her first baby, she doesn't like using Ori. And I told her, whenever my mom is around to do the Amujo or whatever they call it, my mom would prefer to use Ori and Oshedudu as a local, normal woman. And my wife will see that the baby is glowing when my mom is around. But the smell of the baby, if she won't carry that baby whenever they just finish taking bath. I was supposed to be fighting my wife for saying my mom should not use Ori for her baby. But suddenly I asked her, just manage the odor when mommy is around. When she leaves, continue with your foreign, smelling, nice odor, perfume product. So she would endure. And when my mom leaves, she go back to her status quo. And the baby starts having stubborn rashes. So God has endowed me with that boy that the moment they start using foreign product and all these adulterated chemical-based product, the boy will start developing rashes. She would tint to Ori again. The boy will start glowing. So, and she will be complaining. Is that not a problem? I went to my back door. That is where preparation is very important. And I started researching, why is Ori having rancid odor? And I get to know that is the traditional method that is being used that causes it. And I came up with an idea, solution. And I said, I want to own an ultra-modern shea butter processing factory that will automate the production of shea butter from A to Z. And I don't have money. Your solution is not determined by your wealth. Your solution is determined by the extent of the problem you are solving. So many of us will feel like, and that idea, everybody that is reading newspaper there, they will gather in one corner of your street junction, reading newspaper, making argument. Barca will win Chelsea. Chelsea will win Barca. See my boy now, they just carry and go another club. Argument upon argument. And while some are arguing that this will happen, some people are strategizing behind to go and start Bet Naija. Some are strategizing behind to go and start online newspaper. So that you won't have to go there and be reading. You can argue online. You can bet online. You can do whatever online. Betting is not advised. But I'm just letting you to understand that a lot of people are using people's problem to become their own progress. So I came up with the idea of an ultramodern shea butter factory, and I don't have 1 naira. But lo and behold, one day, somebody talk to your neighbor and say, one day, I saw an opportunity that the federal government is looking for an idea that can solve a problem. And the person can win as much as 10 million naira grant. And I was like, But many of you here have had some opportunities like that. Is either you say it's not real, or you say na man no man, or na people that have connection in Abuja, you will not apply. I didn't know anybody, but I know I have God. I applied, an hour to closing, I submitted that application, and lo and behold, we got it. So at the end of my presentation today, I will be giving you websites where you can visit. So maybe you like visiting Facebook when you wake up, Instagram when you wake up. Please add that website to those that you would also be visiting on daily basis. It is full of opportunities. I got the Obama Award on the website. I got the scholarship of Lagos Business School on that same website. I will share it with you, zero cost. For some of you that already know the website, please don't shout when I call it. And for some that doesn't know it, please write it down. But I won't say it until the end of my presentation so that you won't sleep. So be a solution. If you are not solving any problem, you are not ready to grow. If you are not solving any problem, you are not ready to make any progress. So what solution are you ready to solve? That certificate that you have, the certificate that you're going to get anytime soon, what solution can it provide? Some of us like copying and pasting projects, and you never know that that is the number one solution that God has placed in your heart to start something. Every project of an undergraduate in Nigeria is supposed to be a product that people will pay for. That is the rule. In developed countries, they use project findings to develop products. And that is what I tell any of my mentees. The one that is working with me presently is an undergraduate in Kwasu, and is developing a solar cooker. So that when the sun is eating, you can use it to cook like an hot plate. Some of them are developing solar box for car. So that when I'm in the car and I want to charge my laptop, or I want to work on my laptop, I will just plug it to a socket, because there is a battery in the boot and there is a small solar connected to my screen. They would get score in Kwasu as graduates, but I will pay for that product because I need it in my car. I don't know if I'm communicating to you. So you already have a solution. You are just, some of you will be thinking, this man is complicating this thing. Be a solution. Look for problem. This and that. How will I get problem? Remember in your research work, there is a paper that said, state of problems. That is if you don't have any problem. But if you are even out of problem, I will mention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems here that you can start solving. But all I need to say at this point is that you must develop a problem-centric mindset and be ready to be a solution. Tell somebody, I am a solution. Now, let's make it interactive. Ask that person, what is your problem? Interactive. Ask that person, what is your problem? Ask that sister. I can see she's lying on you. So ask her, what is your problem? Her problem is that she needs rest. And she needs a companion. So you can give her this pillow that they use on the aeroplane. It is like U-shape. Do you know that it was a problem that people have with their spinal cord? That when you are traveling or you are sitting too long, if your back neck is not resting on something, you will be having spinal cord ache. And somebody went to do that pillow. And all these aircrafts are now buying it and be giving it to their passengers. And some people even pay so that they can go away with it. So you can provide solution to our neck relaxation. So now, anybody that is not solving problem, like I said, is not ready to make any progress. And now looking at your certificate, I will pick one person from this row, and I will pick one person from this row, and I will tell you what next is on my slide after asking you that question. Is it interactive? Are you enjoying this presentation? Am I too theoretical? Am I speaking too much English? Am I confusing you? Challenging you? Demanding? All of the above. Madam, you will stand up here because we have been having face-to-face interaction. And that brother over there, you now, yes. Give him a round of applause. You will stand up. Give him a round of applause. Give her a big round of applause. Let them come forward. Let's make it interactive. This is convention, Abi. And they are youthful. They are graduates. So quickly you will tell us what was your topic, your research topic, undergraduate topic.
Role of internal audit practice. Role of internal audit practice on organization effectiveness.
Roles of internal audit practices on organizations' effectiveness. Let's give her a round of applause. What's your research topic?
Effect of deposit money banks in the capital market.
You are from which department? Finance? You. Why is it that I'm bringing my family member to me? You can see that blood is thicker than water. Okay. Rule of deposit money bank in the Nigerian capital market. Rule of internal audit practices in the performance effectiveness. Okay. Please, can somebody tell me if these guys have to work together, what can they do to make money from this research? One person from this row, if you know you want to make it like Emanuela, raise your hand even if you don't know the answer. But if you don't want to do that style, I will point to somebody. One person from this row, one person from this row. If you do raise your hand, I may not take to that. I will just tell you to say it. Okay, who is representing this row? Advise this lady what she can do to make money from her research topic. Quick, before I point to somebody. We are creating solution. Okay, let me analyze the problem she's solving. She said organizations are not effective. That is her hypothesis. Maybe? You know, hypothesis is always none, in non-state. Not. So what she's saying is that organizations in Nigeria, they are not effective. And the reason why they are not effective, effectiveness can now be measured maybe by performance, maybe by their profitability, maybe by their growth rates. She knows what she's doing. But what she's saying is that, like me now that I own a business, Amujo Group, she's telling me that my business is not effective. And why? Because my internal audit practices is bad. And why? Maybe people are stealing my money, I don't know. Maybe people are stealing my goods, I don't know. But she is here telling me that my company is not effective. And she has a solution that will make me effective through the proposal she's bringing to audit my internal processes. Did I solve your problem? Did I present it very well? What work can she do before she gets an engagement as a salary earner in an audit firm or an accounting firm as she has envisioned? Isn't it? Before she gets that work, what do you think she can do? One person from this row. Quick, save her, otherwise she won't go back to her seat. Okay, give her a round of applause. She wants to say something. A round of applause. Yes. Advisor, this must be interactive, and I like doing this. Advisor to me, since I am the organization. I have already solved that problem now. Okay, in order not to waste our time, if this lady comes to me and says, sir, if you are earning 1 million naira profit every month, I am telling you your profit is up 1 million. Because our findings from our data collection show the percentage of losses people are recording because of bad internal audit. Please, sorry for using her, but I'm trying to make it so that you can domesticate it to your own research topic. That, sir, from my findings, 50% of organizations' profits are going to privileges in the organization because of bad management, internal process. I can give you additional 1 million naira every month if you engage me to audit your process. And all she will do is that she will just tell me, sir, don't pay me for this service. After 1 month, give me 50% of everything that I recover for you. And I'm telling you categorically, people are already doing it now in Nigeria. They call it bank charges audit. Go to any organization and tell them your bank is charging you more than they are supposed to be charging you. How? Give me your bank statement for the past 3 years, and I will tell you they are charging you. There is an auditor in Ilorin here. He recovered close to 60 million naira for a big firm that all of you knows here in Ilorin from XX bank charges, and they gave him 20% of 60 million. 10% of 60 million is how much? 6 million. 20% of 60 million is how much? 12 million. That's your dream job. Divide the salary per month by 12 million. Tell me how many years you would work. I'm not discouraging you, but I'm trying to just let you know that you, as you are sitting here, you already have a solution somebody is looking for. She is a solution already. But that topic she is writing, I am maybe not too sure, so that she won't say, maybe 70% is, what is this? No. If I do like this, what is this? Copy and, but if it is not, let's give her a round of applause. You have a solution. For this, my brother, it's unfortunate that the two of them are from my profession. I will have lost somebody from computer science, engineering. Is there any computer science student? Wow. Please, let's give her a round of applause. Because presently, computer science is one of the area, though I know most of computer science students cannot even put on laptop. They can't even switch it off. They will be saying, where will I park? But not our own case. Madam, so a computer science student that cannot write a small script, maybe Java, PHP, or Python, and says she's going to have a BSc certificate or HND or whatever D, there is fire on the mountain. So I know she's coming out with big confidence. But for his own case, deposit money bank in Nigeria economy, Abi, Nigerian capital market, his own case is a big one, a very wide topic. But as he is also, if he can find his way, though it may not be very easy, if you can find your ways to big banks, because now capitalization is the major problem of some banks. And some organization like myself, I may be willing to capitalize and doesn't know how to capitalize. So you would already from your theoretical literature review know what capitalization is all about. You can advise me that, sir, just give me 500,000. I would help all your capitalization process. Meanwhile, maybe you have been going to National Stock Exchange in Ilorin. You have had people that is giving you data. You just talk to them. Please, I need processes for organization to do capitalization. And at that, you get small money. You can go. While I was an undergraduate 300 level, I was writing business plan for people that are getting projects from government, both Abuja and Ilorin. They were giving me 20,000. Tokwe, no binu, contract in your jadi, shakokogba 20,000. They were giving me 20,000, thinking that what they are giving me is too small. But if they want to do that same business plan somewhere else, maybe 100, 150, some consultants will even charge them 10% or 5%. But me, I never shop. Undergraduate, they were giving me 20,000, 15,000. Let me tell you something. I bought my first land from business plan writing. And I was working for salary in an organization. And I bought the land for 380,000 then, 6 years ago. And you will be surprised that if you divide my salary then by 380,000, it means for 10 months, I will not take 1 naira out of that salary for me to buy that land. What am I saying? They taught you business plan writing, isn't it? They taught him business plan writing. A lot of people, nobody can get loan from any bank without a business plan. And if you study accounting and banking and you are waiting for job, you can't walk to Smedan. I'm already revealing opportunities. You can't walk to Smedan in Ministry of Commerce and Industry and tell them, please, those people you are training, I can write business plan. I am a graduate of finance. I am a graduate of accounting. They would charge you you will be charging them just 30,000. And you will sit down, do some arumojes. The most difficult thing is the finance. For my sister, computer science, you want to share your topic or I should just advise you? I don't know what her topic is, but can we allow her to say it? Okay, say it.
Design and implementation of student project allocation and verification for monitoring duplication.
Lie will we? Though I didn't understand what she said anyway. But I knew there is design, there is student, there is project.
It's like maybe you want to design porter, but it will be as if you want to search for projects. But this one I'm doing is for my department. So I am using last 5 sets as my data analysis. So if you input your matric number and maybe the topic you want to register, so the lecturer will have access to the portal, the student also have access. If there is another person that have done the topic before, it's going to indicate it. So that shows that they are monitoring nobody is doing 2 topics. So that's what the project is all about.
Let's give a big round of applause. You can have your seat. But do you know that this woman already have a business? Or my lady, or a girl. Whether a girl, a lady, or a woman, I know you understand what I'm saying. She already has a business. And all she needs to do is to just look for, can you write PHP website? Can you code a website page, even if it is a single page? All she needs to do is just code a page and make the page have an access code that when you open myproject.com and the person logs in our department, all they will just ask is, please enter an MTN recharge card. 100 naira recharge card. Just enter it. And the team will load the person's MTN and credit her own MTN. Just as easy as that. She can use a USSD code for people to subscribe with 50 naira. She can even tell all her class, how many are you in class? Maybe 1,000 or 500 if it is Kwasu. Or 85. That means a private school. Abi? We know them now. But if it is like my school, St. Paco, we are always, in fact, some of us will stay on the window to take lecture. But she already have a solution. And don't take it for granted. It can go places. I have somebody today that my mentee that won the Tony Elumelu last year, all what he got the Tony Elumelu on is just to link farmers to tractor. He knows many farmers doesn't have access to tractor. So he developed a mobile app called Proximate Agro to link farmers to the most closest tractor around him. That is all. But he is registering tractor owners and he's taking 1,000 naira for a whole year and telling them that there is a database of farmer that they would access. And the farmer too will be telling them, you don't need to be calling different people because you are looking for tractor. Just log on. And as soon as you log on, it will look at around you and show you 3 places where there are tractors and their phone numbers. Call them, they will come and do your work. A mobile app. I have a friend that we both studied in Lagos Business School. All that he's doing is he developed a mobile app, and the mobile app now won $200,000 of Google. And what the app is doing is scan the leaf of the plant, and it will tell you that that plant needs fertilizer or pesticide or herbicide. She has a solution. So every one of you here, you have a solution. The only problem that we have is your solution will become a problem to you if you are not making use of it. Your solution will become a problem for you if you are not making use of it. I have just 15 minutes to round off. Then we will now do a small recap. So let me quickly skip some of the slides and tell us the way forward. Number 1. Everybody here today, there is what we call networking. You must not, when I finish dropping mic and I'm running away, don't just say the grace and go. You must, as much as possible, network with somebody. And what am I trying to say? For you to think beyond your certificate, you just have to synergize. This lady that is doing accounting, that guy that is doing financing, he can prepare the financial cash flow, capital budgeting, cash flow, and the likes. She will prepare the business plan. The two of them will merge it together and share the 20,000 naira, 10,000. Synergize. She that is doing computer science, my sister can do database of business plans. And before they can access it, she would help her develop a portal. I am here now. My 3 factories are running concurrently and I'm not there. Teamwork, synergy. So you cannot solve any problem if you believe somebody is your competitor. So don't see another person as a threat. I used to tell people, never compete with anybody. Complete that person. Compete is different from complete. Everybody that knows it doesn't know it as much as you know. And everything that you know, somebody know it better than you. Synergize. That's 1. 2. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Sorry, I won't take much time, but I'm already rounding off. For you to believe in yourself, forget the grade that your certificate is reading. If today now you see that it is 2.25, if it is 4.88, if it is 5.66, forget that number. Look into yourself. It is late for you to read to increase that grade. Isn't it? Because see, you can't read anything again. If you have not written that your last exam, there is nothing that you can do that can improve it significantly. So that grade that you have already, take it and take it as your grade. Even when they ask you, don't say they gave me 2.2 or they gave me 2.3 or they even gave me pass. They didn't give you. That is what you have. But believe in yourself that you can perform far better than that certificate. Today, I have a friend, he cannot even write legibly while we were in school. But when I saw his Benz that he's using, I know Benz will not ask him to write before he kicks it. The Benz will not ask him to define maths or define commas before he press total. I don't know if I'm communicating. So I'm telling you, if you have the least grade, forget it. If you have the highest grade, don't be crazy with it. All you need to do is believe yourself. I have some people that has better grade, and today they are still struggling to drive car. And I have people that has no grade. You know, when somebody graduated without any grade, you know the grade now, the one that is even below pass. Abi, maybe face tanker grade, or face Shao grade, or face wherever your school is, the next bus stop. Even if that is the grade that you have, it is not you. Your grade is not your person. So your person is that thing that I've said earlier, the problem you are solving and the solution you are providing. Think beyond your certificate. Have a big dream. I said that earlier. And finally, pray for grace. This is where I used to end my presentation, and this is how I used to do it. As I've said it for the past close to 1 hour or more, everybody will not get it the same way. But there is something that you can catch from what I'm saying since morning. And that thing that you can catch is that if they are giving you 300,000 salary per month, the worst you can do is to receive it for 35 years. And after receiving it for 35 years, you would retire. But mind you, you can wake up in a day and they will tell you not to resume in that job security. And at the same time, if you are collecting 30,000, you can build a mansion, and somebody that is taking 300,000 per month will not build. Go and see some banker, their tie alone can buy a complete dress of some people. An ordinary bricklayer laying block has his own house, and a banker will be paying 500,000 every year as rent to another landlord, and a bricklayer will use that same 500,000 to build an incomplete building and is living in it. That bricklayer is a landlord, that banker is a tenant. I don't know if I'm getting it right. So whatever you have with you, big or small, you need something that will give you the best out of it. That certificate you have with you, high or low, you need something that will make you get the best out of it. It is not your age, it is not the grade, but the only thing you need is grace. I am not better than some of you, and I'm not better than a lot of other people out there, but perhaps I just enjoying grace that maybe some other people doesn't enjoy. So whatsoever you are doing today, be determined, be focused, but pray every day for grace. That God, I am leaving this phase of life to another phase. Wherever I go to for support, let me receive grace. Wherever I apply to for anything, let me receive grace. Whatsoever I do, even if my mate get a job of 1 million per month, if what you would give me is a pure water business of 10,000 naira per month, let me achieve everything that I dreamed for in life from these things. Doing that, you will be satisfied, and forever you will be fulfilled. And if God peradventure answer your prayer, never forsake him. Pay your tithe and remember that he does it not by your power, not by your grace. I wish you all the best, and thank you for your attention. Thank you very much, the organizers. I pray The grace. Question. Who? I want to run away. Okay, let me quickly call it out. You want to write? If I say www.daso, will you be okay with that? Then what if my Oga at the top doesn't give me the website link again? Okay. The first is www.opportunity as pronounced. Opportunity, singular. Opportunity desk. .org, I think, or .com. Just take note. Opportunitydesk.com or .org. So if you just open Google tab, if you put it on Google tab, it will give you the correct one, either org or com. I can't remember. The second one is www.opportunities in plural. OPPORTUNITIES. Opportunities for Africa.com. And the last one, which is the baba of them. There, like my sister that has a project on school project, portal, student portal, whatever, you can just give it a name. Give it a name and go to that website, open it as a venture and place it there. Now make it a social business that you are using that project to solve a social problem. You will just receive mails, you could receive calls that somebody wants to give you $100,000, $10,000, $5,000 to build that solution. And I will tell you how I got the scholarship for my project. I'm doing shea butter, I'm doing atalilo, I'm doing essential oils. Those are the things that I produce. Shea butter, atalilo, essential oils. I extract oil from avocado pears, from aloe vera leaves, and a lot of that. And I'm an accounting student. But I now did a business and I said, save the share. I now said, every percentage of my profit in my shea butter business, I am devoting it to help a rural woman who people have been cutting down the shea trees to go and produce charcoal. And that woman is going out of work. Help my project so that I can help that woman. And I got the scholarship. I don't know if you are getting it. I am not saying give me money to make money. Give me money to help people. That website is www.vc4, as in number 4. Then maybe the rest you pay before you get it. I'm a businessman, you know. And I will appoint a treasurer among you to collect the money. Who will be my treasurer? Imagine that. People are charged already. VC4A.com, venturecapitalforafrica.com, but it's VC4A.com. V venture 4, VC C capital 4, number 4, A Africa.com, VC4A.com. If you have any further support, you let me know.
Thank you, sir. Put your hands together for Jesus. Please celebrate God in his life. Amen. Because of our time, we shall only be entertaining 5 questions. Just 5 questions. And we won't entertain the questions in written form. You come out, ask your questions. So the first 5, come and have your seat in the front here. 5, just 5. Just 5. We have 4. 1 more. Any female? No female? We need 1 more. 1 more to join the 5. Can we have the second microphone, please?
Um, I want to say very thank you to you, sir, for today's lecture. And sir, before I ask my question, sir, I want you, maybe after the section, you should drop your email address or your phone number for us. Thank you so much, sir. Now, my question is now, after your parent has funded your undergraduate schooling, now, and you want to go forward for your masters, though you don't have enough money with you, and like you have said, your parents will be demanding, people also will be demanding from you. Now, are you to rely on your parent to sponsor for your masters again? Or is there any opportunity someone can get in order to forward a master's degree? And the second question I want to ask is that is about competitors and competition. Now, there is a business I have in mind whereby I've seen various competitors, even basically in Ilorin, and I've come to understand that how can I do this? So, is there any way out I can do it in order to avoid the concept of competition here?
Praise God. Praise the living Jesus. Initially, I have a couple of questions to ask, but let me just ask the first one. In a state where one has different problems in two strong different fields, how could one solve such problem? In the sense that both fields are time demanding. I mean, in the military force and then the personal work, you have a problem you want to solve there, and then joining them, it's time demanding. It's no time for your family, no time for everything, and you have your personal dream you want to accomplish. Thank you very much.
Amen. Sir, we know that. First of all, thank you very much, sir, for the lecture. I was really blessed. My question is that, you know that there are some courses that we study that obviously they don't have future. For example, the course I'm studying, Library and Information Science. Now, the truth is that I can't finish my BSc, and I'm saying I want to work in a library. Could it work? Now, the thing is that 4 years, even in Kwasu, sometimes I get confused and I feel like dropping out, that this thing does not worth it. And I don't see any opportunity in it because our HOD specifically told us that there's no opportunity in it. So, what can we do, sir?
Praise God. Thank you very much, sir. My first question is, you said something about getting a loan with certificates. How? Getting a loan with certificates. How? The procedure. Number two, the question is, I'm a microbiology student. How can I have a project, I need to relate with people. How can I go about it? The project involves EFCC mostly. I have a project that can help both NAFDAC and EFCC. How can I go about it?
Thank you, sir, for the enlightenment. I want to ask, my sister went for a Google program, organized by Google, and one of the souvenirs they were giving is very little. I won't mention it because I got an idea from it. But my problem is, how can the souvenir they gave them, I don't know if it can be done around. So my problem is, if I want to do something like that, can I approach Google themselves to get who did it? It's going to be done in another way that will relate with my work. But I don't know how to go about it. If approaching them or if just searching randomly for people that can do things like that.
Thank you very much, sir. My question is relating to applying for business grant. In the course of doing that, how can a fellow who has been applying like 2-3 times and he has not been winning, how can he have an edge for the subsequent application? Thank you, sir.
Please, let's give the people on the high table a round of applause. On the high chair. Because they are your representative now. When I have presentation and people ask questions, it shows that there are understanding to some extent. But when there is no question, it is likely that the discussion is boring or not impactful. So I want to appreciate you for the feedback. First on MSc scholarship, as in master scholarship, it could be MBA, it could be MSc. Let me just categorically tell you that personally, the moment I finished my SSCE, I never relied on my parents for support. Not that I didn't get support, but I never relied on them. And I'll give you practical illustrations. I remembered when I was working as a sales boy, immediately after my SSCE, for about a year. What are we selling? Eja tutu, frozen food. I was a sales boy in a frozen food store. And from there, I bought a small TV, black and white. One small radio. You know, small boys now, you want to do boys. And I was struggling. But I had that mindset. And that's why I always tell you, your vision must be bigger than you. The moment you still have that mindset that let them pay now, they shall know that I never get job. You will still be limited in your action. I now discover that I am to apply for BSc because I had 9 credits in my SSC. I was the second best result in Lokoja then. So I had to apply for JAMB. And I was like, will I have to call them for JAMB registration money again? And I'm already doing this. And then maybe 2,000 naira that I'm collecting. I struggled to pay the JAMB money. I didn't pass. No, I passed, but I was waiting for JAMB to... They said then admission is automatic, but I couldn't get it. I'm giving you this background so that you can have a good understanding of my answer. So I wasn't following up with admission to university. But at a point, my parents now said, okay, go for poly. So that while you are just saying you want to enter university, and you are passing, you are not being selected. Because me, I will just sit down waiting for admission letter. I entered poly. So when I wanted to enter poly, I had thought of it that, if I enter poly, if they pay my school fees, how will I take care of myself? So the last couple of salaries that I got from that fish sales boy, I now went to construct a snooker board. You know snooker board, sir? So I constructed a snooker board that can take care of my stipend. So then I was in Ofapoli, and the snooker board is in Ilorin, so it was mismanaged by some of my people that were managing it. Before I left for I was making 3,000, 4,000, even in a week, more than my salary that was a sales boy. But as I went back to Ofapoli, I discovered that they were mismanaging that snooker board. And immediately I said I won't come back to Ilorin again. We now started producing textbook for my lecturers in Ofapoli. Myself, my friend that is also a printer, and another one that is a finisher. Those that bind book. We now go to my lecturer's house. That Oga Emma called away from printing press. Let them just do the printing. We will bind for you at half of the cost that they bind. So in his house, we will be sleeping. In fact, people thought we were cultists. We don't sleep at home. We get back home again, quickly do some job, and we're running it. What is the response to you in specific term? For your masters, don't rely on your parents. In fact, for everybody sitting here today, I don't know how God will do it. But my wish for us all is that at the end of today, you just start making some money from something that God will place in your mind today. And it is possible. You could make money to finance your masters, and from there, you will take care of all other expenses. But if you can't, maybe you tried all possible means you couldn't. There are scholarships that can fund your master's degree, if peradventure they are solving a social problem. So when you get to that opportunitydesk.com, there is scholarship tab, there is grant tab, there is fellowship tab. So just go to the scholarship tab. You will see various scholarship that funds postgraduate, PhD, and the likes. But your research proposal should not be the water topic that we are hearing during your undergraduate. It must be solid and it must be social driven. Does that answer your question? So what it means is work harder, then explore opportunities. Then you talked about competition analysis. I will be fast in all of that. I told you earlier, if you can't compete, complete. If you want to do pure water as an idea, and you discover that you got to this place, Ever Water, pure water, different kinds of pure water, you now felt that there is no room for you to stay in the pure water business. You can complete them by saying, okay, since all of them are already doing pure water, what can I do? I still have pure water in mind though. What will I do that all of them will be coming to buy from me? I don't know if you are getting it. So if you can't compete again, complete them. So you could say, now all of them, we have to go to Lagos to go and blow their nylon. Now, even if they have to blow the nylon here, that person that is blowing the nylon, how does it get his pellet, this thing that they use to blow nylon? If there is no way, you will now say, okay, I will start picking plastic PET bottle and I will be extracting that pellet granule for them. You are still in pure water value chain, only that you have diversified somehow. That is one. Two, if you are writing a business plan and there is a page under business plan writing where they said competitor analysis, you need to go and look for somebody that is doing it. If there is nobody, they would assume that that business is not viable. So competition is a strength. It's like an opportunity. Some people see it as a threat, but it's really not a threat in business. In fact, where there is no competition, there is no growth. Because you will not be serious doing that business. I'm the only one. But the moment you know that somebody can reduce their price or produce a better quality than yours, you would stay on your feet. So for you to get competition right, complete them. If you can't complete them, then do it better. You get it? And what I'm trying to tell you in essence for every other person is that if you want to compete favorably, your pricing, I have a book by Dangote. And I was reading that book, and Dangote says, never kill the competition. He says, as much as he is the leader in the cement industry and the likes, that he must not kill the competition. That others must be in that business. Otherwise, he would also fail. Do you get that? The second person said is having different problem in different fields, which is causing distraction, as the case may be. Just be focused. There is serial entrepreneurship. That is when you do different things at the same time. Like I told you, I have a shea butter factory. I have an essential oil factory. I want Tony Elumelu for essential oil. I want Uwin for shea butter. I want federal government technology incubation for pepper processing. But I cannot be in those three places at the same time. And I never ran those three ideas at the same time. When I was running after the cosmetic industry, I was facing it like the end of the life. As soon as I see that that one is on auto mode, I switch to the other line. And I ensure that that one too gets to an auto mode. Today now, I had a factory for my pepper factory, and I'm not paying rent for 3 years. Federal government gave me that facility free of charge for 3 years. You can also get that facility. In fact, that facility is around Maraba roundabout. When you get to Maraba roundabout, just tell them you are going to Ministry of Agric. Tell them you are going to Technology Incubation Center. So if you have an idea and you don't have money to rent a factory, they can give you factory for 3 years. Am I communicating? But the most important thing is that if you have many ideas or many problems to solve, pick one. Solve it to the end before you start the other one. Did you get that? If that solves your question, then to the next person, courses without future, library and information study. That course has a future, and that is the reason why I tell people there is no course in the university that doesn't have a future. It is your mindset that is making you not to see the future in that course, and that is the reason why you won't put the best of yourself into it while in school, because even the lecturers themselves believes there is no future in it. But you know that a world without information is nothing. We live by information. Google only make money from information. Am I communicating? Google has no product. They are selling nothing. What somebody placed in a website, you will now place it to Google that you want to know the meaning of encyclopedia. Google will now go and look at every places and now say, this website, oh, this is what it says. This website, this is what we say. But do you know that there is pay-per-click, pay-per-view, paper impression? As you are reading those things, money is entering to somebody's hand. As you are reading those things, somebody is making money on Google. Do you know that on YouTube, the moment you post, Linda Ikeji post, people will start reading Ofofo. Somebody else issue, they are reading. Linda Ikeji now is one of the richest, if not the richest blogger in Nigeria. What is her product? Information. And you are here saying there is no future in information? Library and information science, my brother, we will fight. The moment you have views, okay, now, if you take note, go to YouTube. Many films that they produce in Nigeria now, before it goes to cinema, it enter into YouTube. Now, there is an online app, an international online app called Netflix.